I'm back from the Netherlands. That means one thing only. We are scouting today. I found 5 guys I want to talk about. There's plenty more. I'll do a lot more. This is for the seniors. I'm going to do an adjoining one with this for the junior team. Purely about the seniors today. It was really, really good. Loved it. Went to Arnhem. All the coaches are great. All the players are really, really awesome as well. So great to go out there and visit the Netherlands. Can't wait to go back. So really exciting for the Netherlands actually, because they haven't played in like I think it's six years, and now they're coming back with Fred Armstrong being the head coach and a bunch of really great people that I met along the way. So let's just get straight into it. The first person I want to talk about is Robin Marienberg, tight end. Recently just signed to Cologne Centurions. I was really excited to go out and see Robin because I've watched the tape before from the Gold Diggers, and he looked solid. But I wanted to see more of him because tape in Europe is hard to come by. I was really impressed. Great hands. He created separation on routes. Solid blocker. Long, big, like huge, 6'6", 250, big guy. So I think he's going to do really well at Cologne. Routes are like not rapid, but he just gets open. And he's really good deep, he's really good short, really good intermediate. Holds onto the ball really well when he's taking contact. It was a practice, so it wasn't like full contact, but still thud, and he managed to hold onto the ball every time. So he's definitely a player that I think is going to do really well. The tight ends in the Netherlands are obviously kind of the premium. You've got you got loads of guys that have come through that system and just been really successful, and he's definitely going to be one of them. I think that he's going to be excellent for the Cologne Centurions. They've got Daniel Lerma as well, the Finnish tight end. So those two together, running like a 12 personnel is going to be brutal, because he can do it everything. Like, he's one of the very few tight ends in Europe that can actually block. Right, there's not very many of them. So his value in my eyes just went skyrocket, because I had him as like, I was kind of on the fence because tape issues being kind of low quality, and a little bit, it's just the Danish league, so it's not as high caliber as maybe some other leagues in Europe. But yeah, seriously impressed by Robin. Really good performance, and he's definitely going to be a player that I'm looking forward to watching in ELF this year. One tight end to another, Joel Vangelder, the young tight end. He was going to commit to Lafayette, but unfortunately, one reason or the other, that kind of fell through. Another guy in that same position, in the same kind of similar build as Robin. They're actually very comparable. I think if I was doing a comparison to Joel, it would be Robin. They both have, I think Robin is a bit better of a receiver, and Joel's a bit better of a blocker. Joel takes great angles. Joel's a little bit more athletic because he's younger. Like, his potential is unrivaled, I think. He's probably one of the best young tight ends in Europe. I don't think that's a really hot take at all. He has great hands. Overall, he is like in blocking and in receiving. He kind of struggles a little bit more in separation, something that Robin does better than him. But that hopefully will come with experience with coaching. Those two together on a line, it's brutal. It really is. Like, it's scary for anyone who's going to play him. And I expected to play Belgium. Netherlands and Belgium, and they're going to play each other a lot. Possibly maybe France or the UK, maybe Denmark would be really interesting to see. Those two together, I think, is seriously scary. He, as far as I'm aware, hasn't signed anywhere yet. Not sure he's going to go college or if he's going to go Pro Bowl. But absolutely a player that I really enjoyed watching, and another player whose stock just continues to rise. Right, another one that's kind of a little bit more known, Samuel Boetjong. I think I'm saying that right, Dutch name. I've looked it up beforehand, but I might be a little bit wrong. So I'm just going to say Samuel so I don't do him a disservice. So he is quick, really quick, and he's listed running at 4.5 when he was going to go to college. Yeah. He definitely does. He has the athleticism, he has the foot speed, he has a nice route tree. It could be a little bit sharper, could be a little bit more refined on his routes, but he has the speed, he has the footwork, he has the creativity to be a really good receiver. He's going to the Enthroners. I think it's going to be really good for his development to play against more experienced guys, because the Enthroners are not a good team. Let's be honest. So I think he'll be able to shine. He's got Robitaille near him as well, and they're quite similar guys in terms of their skill set. kind of a similar size. Samuel's 5'11", probably about 180, 185, possibly, and then maybe during the year he might add a little bit. And then, yeah, so I think that he is definitely going to shine as a young player on the Andronas. I think he'll probably get maybe around 500 to 700 yards, I think, is kind of where he sits. Assuming he has consistent quarterback play, because, that's a topic for another video. If you haven't seen my QB tier list, then I'll link that in. We need to see him dominant at the next level. Samuel hasn't played college football. Samuel hasn't played much football recently at all. So we need to see him come in and develop. But yesterday, he looked great and he looked sharp. So I'm excited to see kind of how he comes into the season, what prep he's doing for the year, and just how far he can really go with the Andronas. And I expect him to be a big part of this offense. Just going forward, I think that he's going to be an extension of the run game as well. He's not the most physically big guy, so he might maybe some durability if he doesn't get involved with jets and stuff like that. But I think that he could be that kind of role based on the speed and the explosiveness that he brings. Moving to the defensive side of the ball, is a player that I've known about for a while because he was in Bristol as well, just a year after me, but he was still present at the academy, so familiar with him. Played him when he was still with the Netherlands, now it's on the GB team, so we have some history together. Jason Denom, Amsterdam Crusaders. He transitioned from quarterback to DB, which is quite interesting. Plays mostly corner. I think that's where he is best suited as a corner. Clear athleticism, football IQ to go from a good quarterback to a really good corner. Super athletic, aggressive, good feet for a person that's just transitioned to a new position. Looks really sharp in his cuts. His trigger looks good. He comes down fast. Trust his eyes, and some people, maybe overthink and then they don't come down. He just goes, and I love that about him. Hand placement could be a bit better on, pressing players, and then in physicality and coverage, just kind of using that to his advantage, because he has it. It's just maybe a little bit raw, and just experience. He came in, played Crusaders DB this year, so he's got 1 year under his belt. I think if he gets another year in Crusaders, it's GB, the GFL is going to be calling him. Even if he gets another year at the Crusaders, I think the GFL probably should be calling him anyway. So, no doubt in my mind, he's a guy that I think is definitely ready for it to step up in competition. And Jason I'm a big fan of him. And I was one of the another players. I shortlisted quite a few players before I came out, and he's another one of them. Another established name in Netherlands American football, Deon Enrique. Had a really good opportunity to talk to him during the practice for the under-19 team. Loved him. He was great. Really happy I got to have the opportunity to talk to him. Former 2021 All-ELF player. He did have his injury, but he looked like he's rebounded perfectly. He's moving like he never left. So I'm really excited to see where he's still unofficially signed. We had to talk. He's doing his thing. So I'm excited to see what he can kind of bring with its next season. See where he goes. Turnover creator, man. He's so lengthy. He's 6'2", and he's listed officially at 6'2", but he may be even a little bit taller. 196. He's also listed that. So he's got the size. He's got the experience. He's got top level people around him. And he's also a leader. His leadership is not in question, especially with this team. Everyone respects him. Everyone knows who he is within the Netherlands program. And I think that when they do play someone in this region, he's going to be a player that is instrumental to not only getting more players in, because there's a lot of Dutch players that weren't there that would be starters. Arnold and Ryan Fire, Holland Kofin, maybe. He's German-Dutch, I believe, so he maybe possibly could. And just overall, a couple of other guys that he could potentially influence to bring into the Dutch national team. So that rounds out my 5. I'm going to do another one of these for the youth guys, but again, man, I love the atmosphere of the place. It was awesome. Got to meet a bunch of these guys, have a good talk with some of them, and they all seem really, really proud to be part of this Dutch national team. They all seem really bought in to the program. Fred Armstrong's done a great job. His thing at the moment, he's got Earn Your Orange. Everyone there is wearing black, white, grey, whatever. Got Earn Your Orange to play for this Dutch national team. And I think the culture right now in that system and that program is excellent. Like, I think give it a few months, they start playing, start rolling, start getting some results out. Next few years, we could see the Dutch be a serious program to be admired about. And then, like King's Academy as well. I'll talk about it in the next one. But if anyone has any information on now, definitely would love to talk with them. They're like kind of the Panthers, Amsterdam Panthers, kind of Phoenix club. I'm going to be writing about all this on AFI in the next few days. Kind of finish it up now. So if you have any questions, hit me up in my Instagram. Of course, all this is going to be linked below. I'm going to try and do evaluations for all these guys on my Ko-fi, and my Instagram, my Twitter. So stay tuned. Much appreciated. And I'm looking forward to potentially going out to other combines this year in 2024. It's going to be a good year. Thank you very much. Much appreciated on the love in the last video too. It's been awesome. So hope you all have a great day. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.